Hey guys, welcome back to another edition, episode, whatever, of Should It Stay or Should It Go? The album I'm looking at, or I'll be talking about today, that I just listened to recently, yesterday, I think, yeah, whatever, is this one. Jeff Beck, Truth. And this is one of those albums where I'm like, I don't really, like if I'm searching my memory, I'm like, yeah, it's okay, whatever. So I gave it a listen, and now we're gonna see if my memory serves me well. So this is my copy of it in its original master recording, MoFi. Don't know if there's a digital step on this. I don't know. The album plays nice. There's a couple pops on it. Probably just needs to be cleaned, but the album itself is in really good shape. Was this a double? Yeah. So you're getting about 2 songs. That's probably the thing I don't like about it. Is the fact that, I play 2 songs, got to flip it over, play 3 songs, flip it over, 3 songs, flip it over. I'm not a big fan of that. I've been kind of weeding out these types of albums from my collection because I like a good sound, but I can get a good sound also with a half-speed master that's 1 album instead of 2, where I get 5 songs on a side. So yeah, I'll see what I'm gonna do with this, but this is a really nice copy of this, so that's kind of hard to get rid of. Anyway, so there's the front cover. And there's the inside, very young Jeff Beck. I think you got Rod Stewart over there. And the other 2 dudes I'm not that familiar with, sorry. But I do have their names here. And there's the back. So, this came out in, when was this? Recorded between May 16th and 17th, so it looks like 2 days, in 1966. Oh, okay, that's what was going on. So, Plimsoll, one of the songs on here, was recorded earlier. I guess Jeff Beck had left the Yardbirds, if I remember correctly, and he had put out some 45s. I was gonna say singles, but I guess it's 45s, same thing. And he used that song, one of the songs, I guess, it was a B-side maybe, to one of them, Plimsoll, and he put that on here. So that's why they're saying part of this album was recorded in 66, where the majority of it was recorded in 68 for the rest of the songs. He just grabbed one of those older songs. So, but it was released in July 29th of 1968. And the songs on here, it's a 10-song album. And the songs on here are, well, I'll just tell you what I think about each song as I go through it too. Shapes of Things, I was like, okay, it's good. I kind of was mediocre on it. It wasn't great and it wasn't bad, so I kind of fell in the middle on that one. Let Me Love You also was kind of like that. I liked Morning Dew. You Shook Me was really good. And then you had Old Man River, which is strange. This traditional song, right? It's a traditional song, but they did a good job. Like Rod Stewart's voice worked on that. But I didn't feel, I was kind of in the middle on that one too, as far as like, I gotta play this song, but it's enjoyable enough while it's on the album. Green Sleeves. Now, I was listening to Green Sleeves, and this was a highlight for me for some reason. I got in the feels or something when I was listening to the melody of that song, and I don't know, I was just like touched by it. I was like, what is happening to me? So there was something about that song, and maybe it was the moment, I don't know. So, yeah. But then Rock My Plimsoll, that was the one that was recorded like in 66 or whatever. And it was okay. It was one of my favorites. Then Beck's Bolero, which is a really well done song. I think does Jimmy Page play on that one too? I don't want to. Yeah, he does. He plays a 12-string electric on Beck's Bolero. And then, so that was a good one. Blues Deluxe was good, and I really liked how they finished it. Another one of my really favorites on the album is Ain't Superstitious. I really like what he did with it, the guitar effects. It's just really well recorded, so I like that. So the people on this album, got a lot of people. You got kind of like Jeff Beck. I'll say the Yardbirds meets, yeah, definitely Yardbirds, because you got Jimmy Page, who was in the Yardbirds, and Led Zeppelin. So you got the Yardbirds meet Led Zeppelin meet The Who, right? Yeah, because it was Keith Moon was on this just for a song. So you have Jeff Beck, who played electric, acoustic, pedal steel, bass guitars, and did some lead vocals. And I was actually surprised, I guess, because I didn't realize he even sang at all. And he did some backup stuff and accompaniment stuff on a few songs. He did Let Me Love You, and I did like his voice on that. I thought there was another song on there. that he accompanied Rod Stewart with. And I'm like, wow, he could actually sing. Maybe he's not the best singer in the world, kind of like Ringo, but it worked. So I was kind of neat to find out that he sang. Then you have Rod Stewart, lead and backup vocals, Ron Wood on bass. Is that Ron Wood in this picture? Holy crap, that is Ron Wood. Man, the one guy I don't know, I'm not that familiar with, is Mickey Waller on drums, but shoot, that sure is a very, very young Ron Wood right there over Jeff Beck's shoulder. Holy crap. Huh. And he plays bass, which is strange. But then you have additional credited people, and then you got John Paul Jones on bass guitar, plays some Hammond organ on Old Man River. John Paul Jones, obviously multi-talented, different instruments kind of guy, so that works. And organ on You Shook Me. And then you have Keith Moon, who plays drums on Beck's Bolero and Old Man River, or timpani. He plays timpani, whatever, on Old Man River. So, but he's credited as You Know Who. Does it say You Know Who on here? Produced, arranged, manufactured guitar. I'm just looking. Jeff Beck bass, John Paul Jones Hammond, timpani. Yeah, it does. Right down here it says timpani, You Know Who. So there you go. So You Know Who is Keith Moon. And then you had, like I said earlier, Jimmy Page is playing 12-string guitar on Beck's Bolero. It was produced by Mickey Post, and this genre for this album is blues rock, hard rock. And this was Jeff Beck's debut studio album after he kind of just went on his own. It was, like I said, with the Yardbirds, and I think he was with somebody else. I don't know his history that well. But yeah, this is his first album. One thing I noticed about the album, the songs aren't like really cohesive. They don't really flow into each other. It feels like it stumbles a little bit, but because of the change in styles and things like that. So but it works. Somehow it still works, but it's not the most cohesive albums. Like that next song flows well into that next song. It's not that feel, but each song has something about it that draws you into it. It's almost like listening to a bunch of singles that don't belong together, kind of. So, but it works, because when you're listening to it, you're like, oh, this is a good song. Okay. Great guitar work. I mean, it's Jeff Beck. I wish I liked more of his music. He gets really strange for me when he played, and especially later, especially some of the stuff he did on the Bon Jovi one, that one they did for Young Guns. I didn't know what the heck was going on there, but some of the songs I listen to, I'm like, oh my God, the guy's just amazing. So, but it's just like jazz. You know, you like certain styles of jazz, but I don't like that free jazz, that spiritual jazz, and that's kind of like, that's the style of Jeff Beck. I don't care for it, but I know it's good because I couldn't play that crap, you know. Not crap, but that stuff. So yeah, great guitar work. Stewart's voice is great, soulful. He's definitely at his best. He's young. Good strong voice for these songs. And then lyrics on the originals are okay, but definitely good hooks, good melodies all the way through. Good just ear candy, good effects. He got something over here going on and something over here going on, and just especially like if you listen to You Shook Me. Sorry, I Ain't Superstitious. Listen to that guitar work and that doom, and I mean, just so good. So listen to that. All right, so here it goes. Well, before I'll tell you if I'm going to keep it or not. I gave this, I'll give you my rating. I gave this a 4 out of 5 stars. So, what do you think? With 4 out of 5 stars, am I gonna keep it? Yep, I'm gonna keep it. It's gonna go right back here into its nice little protective sleeve. Because like I said, it's a nice album, good condition. Probably just needs a little cleaning, get a couple little pops out there, but that's it. So this will be staying in my record collection, Jeff Beck Truth. If you haven't listened to this album, give it a try. It's good stuff. Yeah, definitely. And I'm glad I listened to it again. And now I gotta remember in my mind, do you like this album? It's not an okay album. This is a good album to put on, and you're gonna like this. So I just need to give it more spins. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that. Hope you guys are doing well out there. And until next time, you guys enjoy your music and you take care, all right? Bye.